You're still awake. Good morning. Klaus. Right after one assignment, he calls me for the next one, and then one thing led to another, and I got myself working all till morning. Yay. Bastard doesn't seem to understand that immortality and invulnerability aren't the same thing. My complaints are in the fact that the old man doesn't understand that we can still get tired and fatigued. Shut up, man. I'm 421 years old, not 1,000. I could go for 10 months straight if I wanted to. If also I didn't lose so much blood during the raids and assignments last night. Isn't it obvious? I've lost a whole lot of blood, yeah. Are the bullet holes and burnt clothes not enough of a clue? The equipment and gear is too heavy, and they're always too tight. And before you say anything about how I'm complaining again, it would slow me down anyway, and you know how much I hate being sluggish in combat. I said sluggish. I didn't say anything about being careful and avoiding bullets. Yeah, I could have, but they're not worth the effort anyway. Plus, I'm immortal, so it's fine. I know. I'm sorry, and I'll be sure to be extra careful next time. It's just that the jobs we've been getting recently are just so boring. No, honestly, I just can't bring myself to care anymore. Human criminals these days are just so straightforward. Rob, murder, hostages, all that shit. And humans can't really summon anything more than lesser demons nowadays, so there's that too. Yeah, but they're not like they were before, embracing the dark arts, forbidden magics. You know what I mean. Nowadays, it's all just Google-grade rituals and knockoff occult artifacts. I just want to go back to those times. Harder, yes, but too much fun. Say whatever you want to convince yourself otherwise. But you know I'm right. Man, Boredom. And actual cultist witches. Remember those? Oh, this? This was supposed to be our dinner for tomorrow. But since you're awake and I'm hungry, we might as well eat it for breakfast. Oh, if you don't want it straight from the corpse, I can put it in a bag for you if you want. If you're worried about the chief staking us for this, don't worry about it. They were already dead, and their autopsy and analysis were already taken care of before I took them. What? That means that this body was approved for me to take. I'm not making sense to... Oh, that's right. You weren't at last week's debriefing and update meeting. With the recent spike of supernatural crimes and conflicts between the local gangs, they're actually allowing certified and registered vamps and other supernaturals to take fresh bodies the morgue or cemeteries can't take care of anymore. As long as they fit a certain criteria. Like what? Well, first off, they have to have been killed by magic or a magic user. That counts us, vampires, werewolves, orcs, and anything that isn't human for some reason. The second criteria is that they have to have committed a Class 3 crime or above. Well, serial killers, mass murderers, people with unspeakable crimes, and any grievous mortal sin you can imagine. I know it sounds like a stretch, but it's actually easier and more common than you think. Especially considering that we're in the city with possibly the highest crime rate in the history of this world. It makes a whole lot of sense when you think about it. This guy. Was he again? Oh, no, he wasn't anyone important. Um, Animal abuser. Killed his family and war criminal. He was hired by the mafia and an extra hand in their security tonight. Oh, come on! It's fresh! We haven't had fresh human blood in ages, and it's your favorite. They're an AB. Ugh. How you manage to still be so uptight after all this time is something I'll never truly understand. Fine, if you don't want the body, then I guess it's all mine. How fresh we talking? Well, this guy was just one of the poor souls involved in the raids I was in. Although his heart is gone. I, ripped it out in a frenzy. Yepperoonie. All clear and legal to take a bite. Also, free of any moral repercussions since this guy was a total piece of shit. Kind of bitter, but it's fresh out of the veins. And at this point, who even cares? Every soul in this world has shitty tasting blood. At least this is fresh. So, what do you say? I knew it. No use fighting your primal urges. Yeah. So, what's so important that you had to stay up till this late in the day? Did the chief give us more work, or is this just one of those personal projects you got yourself all caught up on? Just please. Can you shut up about the virgin's blood already? It's getting kind of annoying. And it's 2021, an age where most people deem it necessary to lose their virginity first and get committed later. Humans these days speedrun relationships like their life depends on it. You're not gonna get a maiden who's never even felt a man's touch in her life anymore. It's impossible. Unless you'd want to go for children, in which case, you're free to ward off the angels and the special ministers unit alone. Hey, it was just a joke. I know I'm scum, but I'm not a lowlife. Just give it up already and enjoy the fresh blood. You're looking too pale. Anytime, man. As I was saying, what's got you all worked up and busy till morning? I mean, I know the force works us to the bone because, well, you're mortal, but, it seems as if you're working 4 times harder as usual. Research? On what? Excuse me. Murders. Seriously. In this city? The hot pot of crime and corruption in the world is what you're troubling yourself with. Then, humor me. How are these any more different than normal murders? People murder and get murdered all the time. No, you're making murder sound weird. We get hundreds of thousands of cases for murder each day. Why can't they just let the normal human cops handle these? And what makes it worth our time then? Honestly, if you're talking to me, it seems kind of, speciesist. Ugh. So what if most of the victims are supernaturals? We're the Special Vampire Action Unit. We don't do investigations. They said us vampires could bring some insight to the cases. They must be desperate or fools if they think that's the case. But feel free to tell me why they think so. That old hag. Seriously? No one's heard of the Countess in ages. Decades. Centuries. And she doesn't even live in this country. She's never even set foot outside her homeland, so... Related. You mean the 0-1 vampire bloodline theory again? Wasn't that disproven already? It sounds very, very stupid and a waste of time. Okay, I'm done here. Good night, or good morning. You can have it all. You're gonna need it if you plan on staying up all day working. Have a good one.